Hello, welcome to the Wyoming High School Scheduling Information Session for the 2024-2025 school year. We would like to point out at the beginning that all of the questions and information that we will be going over, including these slides, can be accessed on our Wyoming High School Counseling website, which will have scheduling information, course guide tools, school handbook, CCP information that can be found at any point in time for your access and questions regarding scheduling.
Also available on our scheduling website are our course optioning sheets. Every student will receive an individualized optioning sheet for the courses their teachers are recommending them to take. In the blue sections, those are the required courses for each grade level. So this is an example for for a ninth grade student. So they are in a math, algebra 1, an English 9 course, a science course, and a world studies course. As you can see, our freshmen will be recommended for their 4 cores and possibly a foreign language. The remaining bells, they should be picking classes that they would like to complete, keeping in mind our graduation requirements. As you move down to about the midpoint on the sheet, there will be a space for alternates, both semester alternates and year-long alternates. We will talk about alternates later in this presentation. Our scheduling sheets, it is very important that students work to complete these accurately and quickly. They are going to be due February 8th to first bell teachers. Parent signature is required. Requirements for graduation. There is a graduation requirement presentation as well as a tracking sheet available on the resources link provided. There are 3 parts to graduation in Ohio. Wyoming students need to complete their 21 or 21.5 required high school credits, depending on their graduation year. Students must earn 2 competency scores, 1 in Algebra 1, 1 in ELA 2, or the equivalent of 10th grade English. The third requirement for graduation is to earn 2 graduation seals, both a state seal and an additional seal. In 9th grade, we've listed the required courses. We'll leave this up for a few moments so students and families can pause to see the recommended tracks. Please remember that the additional electives are chosen by the student. We do recommend students consider taking their graduation requirements early in their high school career to be sure they're completing those and have flexibility in their juniors and senior years. 10th grade required courses include English, AGELs, math course depending on the math track the student's in, a science course, and again, additional electives. We are strongly encouraging sophomores to consider taking oral communications.
11th grade has a choice between English 11 and an AP language course, U.S. history and an AP U.S. history course, a variety of math classes based on the track that you are currently on, and then additional electives including your 3rd science class, oral communications if you had not taken it yet, as well as a strong recommendation to wrap up any graduation requirements that may be remaining. For seniors, finishing up any core graduation requirements often leaves opportunity for more electives that can fit with student choice, as well as senior privilege.
Senior privilege is an option for our 12th grade students. A reminder that senior privilege is just that, a privilege. The school does reserve the right to remove senior privilege from a student's schedule as a result of their attendance, academic performance, or behavior. On a student's optioning form, they must indicate if they would like late arrival or early release. That must happen this spring so we are able to try to work senior privilege into your schedule. Senior privilege cannot be guaranteed. In August of 2024, there will be no schedule changes for senior privilege.
The next slides are going to give a department outline of various course sequences based on where you will be in a different year of school. So depending on what your current 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th grade class is, for each department, you can see what class you are in and what generally is the class for following years. Specific questions related to these course sequences can be directed towards your core course teacher or your school counselor. The science course track features 2 years of physical science and biology, as well as a remaining elective credit to satisfy 3 graduation requirements. And we also have many students who do take a 4th science elective based on post-secondary plans.
Our English classes, you can see obviously 9th, 10th, and 11th grade and 12th grade English are all requirements. In social studies, we also have the 4 years that are required: world studies, AGELs, US history, and a senior government course. It is very important this year that all students who are hoping to take an AP or honors level elective course, please be sure you discuss that course with the core teacher you have currently prior to your minute meetings. You will need to obtain a teacher signature for elective classes. For example, if you are currently a sophomore in chemistry and you hope to take AP biology, you should obtain a teacher signature for that 3rd science elective class.
On your optioning form, there will be space to write in 3 alternates, and the school counselor will use these alternates in case we are not able to get all of your 7 original periods into your requested schedule. If you do leave these lines blank, the school counselor will be left to make the choice for you, and you may not be able to put in a request to have that changed. To fill your alternate options with courses, or if you fill your alternate options with courses, but your school counselor is still not able to fit your core classes together with any alternates, we will contact you at the end of the school year or in the summer with potential options. If you are a student athlete, you do need to make particular notice of your schedule. All students each quarter should be passing 5 solid classes in order to be eligible for the following quarter's athletics. Solids do not include PE courses, being an aide, study hall, or early or late arrivals. You should be scheduled, or you should request in your schedule at least 6 solid classes that allow you to have flexibility for grades or performance or life events that are unanticipated for each quarter.
Scheduling policies. Students may have one of the following per semester: 1 study hall, 1 aid bell, or 1 senior privilege. Again, student athletes, this especially affects you. Our course guide has all fee information associated with each course. Please be sure you review the fee information prior to signing up for courses. Once enrolled, students must remain in an honors or AP class through the end of the 1st semester. Schedule changes. All schedule changes, those that occur at the start of the year and at the semester change, will only be made under these circumstances. 1, an obvious schedule conflict or error, such as an admission of an optioned course. the inability of the school to schedule one or more optioned courses necessitating additional alternate selections. The school counselor or teacher initiates recommendations for a schedule change, including dropping a course, adding a course, or a change of placement, which is usually moving either out of an honors course or into an honors course. Some additional scheduling information. Schedule changes will not be made to accommodate elective or senior privileges that were not reflected on your optioning sheet or during your minute meeting. It is highly recommended that any schedule change you request take place within the first 5 days of the semester. Please realize that your lunch is tied to your fifth bell class. We are unable to accommodate lunch change requests.
Overall, the school, your teachers, and your counselors want to take a holistic approach to how your schedule is created. When it comes to course selection, we encourage students and families to consider creating a healthy balance of classes. Please take all of the Wyoming High School schedule change guidelines into consideration when making course selections for the upcoming school year. Family should be included in a holistic review of the student's goals, aspirations, the pathway to meet graduation requirements, all teacher recommendations, input and guidance from the school counselor, extracurricular commitments, as well as maintaining time for personal pursuits, including time with your family, your friends, and for yourself. For our timeline, optioning sheets will be distributed to rising 10th and 12th grade students on February 1st. On February 8th, these optioning sheets will be due to your first bell teachers with a parent signature included. And then throughout the final weeks of February, we will be having minute meetings for current high school students with your English teachers. For middle school students, those meetings will occur with your health teacher. These meetings are individual but short. For middle school, January 30th, there will be a course selection presentation at the school. Optioning sheets will be distributed to rising ninth graders. And at 6 p.m., there will be a parent presentation for interested students and families at the Pendry Theater. On February 8th, those optioning sheets will be due to the homeroom teacher, and the parent or guardian signature will also be required. Those middle school meetings, counselors will come to the middle school to meet with students during their health class. Once again, those meetings are important but short, so make sure that you have optioning sheets and questions in mind. Option forms are the documents. Your option sheets are the ones that we use to create both your schedule and the school's master schedule. Please take care and consideration when completing yours. It is your responsibility to request classes that you are prepared to take and that will allow you to balance academics and personal interests. Be sure to talk with students, teachers, and counselors for advice and feedback with any questions or concerns during this process.
Regarding overrides, any family choice that does not align with a teacher recommendation will require an override form. These forms are due April 1st. These family choices could include the decision to move up a level or down a level. Override requests are final. Please see the override policy in our handbook. The override form is available on our school counseling website under the scheduling section. We do have a list of frequently asked questions. Believe it or not, the same questions do tend to come up every school year. So if you have a question that you would like to ask, what is an honors diploma? How many, what does AGELS? How many study halls can I take? Or how many gym classes do I need? We have compiled a list of our frequently asked questions Please consult this list prior to reaching out, as we do try to answer as many things for you, have as much information available so you can find the answers on your own. Regarding questions, questions regarding scheduling and optioning tend to be very individualized. These are conversations that would be best to have in a meeting with your school counselor. In a large group setting, we're happy to take general questions and clarifications, but we do truly enjoy having family meetings with our students and parents, and would very much love to see individual emails and or meeting signups to help guide you through the scheduling process for the 24-25 school year.